Pampaloni has been producing silverware since 1902. Like many Italian companies, it's a family business, and Gianfranco Pampaloni is the third generation to run it. His grandfather started the business more than 100 years ago.
After the First World War, he went on making silverware, and at that time we had so many British residents in Florence, and so he developed so many collections inspired to the more or less classical English, British taste of the time, not only the Italian Empire style as it was used to at the time in Florence.
In the 1930s, the company was forced to close because Armindo Pampaloni had a Jewish partner, but it reopened again after the Second World War. The items are all made here in the workshops just outside Florence near Galluzzo. The team of artisans mould and shape the silver, which are designed by Gianfranco. They often collaborate with other companies too to make more original and inventive pieces.
I try to make silverware for the ones who don't like silverware. So trying to make items that are interesting because the shape, the story, the biography of the piece itself. With many collaborations, architects, artists, different kind of people, and many times also with things that we find. Sometimes I think that something that we find in the wood is better than something that is coming from the fields. Agriculture is not giving the same effect like berries. So for instance, I show you the forks and spoons coming from Sicily, and something that I would say the best shapes are coming by chance.
As well as making jewellery and silverware, Pampaloni makes a number of private commissions, among them a table for a private jet and trophies for some of the most important tennis tournaments. Pampaloni's style is unconventional and original, so while opening a restaurant above the workshop may seem an unusual thing to do, for Pampaloni it's all part of the experience. At 4 o'clock each day, the artisans swap their overalls for suits and white gloves. They serve in the restaurant, which in the daytime is also their canteen.
I don't believe in the sense of possession, so silver is not important for me because I own it, but because I use it. This is what I'm trying to let people understand. So the best way is to use forks and spoon in a restaurant. And why such a restaurant? It must be made in a humble place. It must be conceived in a rough and really humble place like a garage or the canteen of the workers or a squalid apartment, wherever. But with nice candelabra and nice cutlery, you feel like a king. This is my concept. This is what I'm trying to achieve.
It's all about the contrast of simplicity and luxury. It's also the restaurant questions the idea of luxury being something overpriced. Here you can eat for a reasonable price. The surrounds are basic but beautiful candles, chandeliers and cutlery fill the room, while overhead is an illuminated hammer and sickle. Pampaloni has 9 shops around the world, including one here in the centre of Florence. Its shop windows have something of a cult status in the city. If, like many people, you find Italian politics somewhat baffling, then take a look in Pampaloni's window, because he's famous not only for making silverware, but also for these political posters, which he changes often. They all ridicule and mock the Italian politicians. This poster mocks the new government. It shows Letta, Monti and Berlusconi. The word rigovernano has 2 meanings. It means to regovern, but also means to do the washing up.
I'm not provoking, but I feel provoked. And maybe I just want to show again that I'm not concerned about making money with this company. I'm just trying to have a passion, or let's say, I'm just trying not to lose too much money for this passion. So again, the vitrines are, and the messages, or what I'm trying to explain with the vitrines is, we are ethical, and we are brave, we have a face, we have an identity, which is not business, which is not marketing.
Pampaloni is one of the most original companies, not only for its silverware design, but also because there are few other places where you can actually dine on the factory floor.